Good afternoon, I am Portia Mulale.
I am Bontle Malawa and you're watching the Top Daily News Network on Channel 500. Let's check your headlines.
Petrol prices are set to decrease on the 26th of October 2022.
A proposal to double the sugar tax in South Africa.
WhatsApp faces power cuts in South Africa and India.
Those were your headlines. Our main story today is about the fluctuation in the inflation prices in South Africa.
South Africa has eased its inflation rate to 7.6%. After the last 13 years, it has been 7.8%. This marks the greatest inflation changes that South Africa has ever seen.
This change has influenced certain goods and services, such as transportation, from 25% to 21.2%, fuel from 56.2% to 43.2%, and restaurants and hotels from 5.8 to 6.5%.
The core inflations that exclude non-alcoholic beverages, food prices, fuel and energy has decreased to 0.2%, as it was 4.6% in July 2022 and is now 4.4% in August 2022.
Another thing is the decrease in diesel and petrol. Diesel has decreased by R1.32 and petrol has decreased by 88 cents per litre. I hope this will put a smile on our consumers.
Indeed, and although some things are decreasing, there are others that still stay on the rise, such as food prices. We have our on-field reporter Theon Jacobs currently in Benmore Centre at Sandton City, who will be asking a consumer how exactly these inflation rates has affected their lives. Over to you, Theon.
A very good afternoon to you. We are currently live at the Benmore Centre in Sandton City, where we will be discussing the 6.5% fluctuation inflation rates. I've got a lovely lady with me this afternoon who's willing to share a bit more on how these prices has affected it this far. Good afternoon, ma'am. Would you mind telling us your name, please, and how you are affected by these inflation increases?
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Nicolo, and I'm affected greatly by these by inflation. I'm paying more and more every time I go shopping, and it's actually getting to a point where I'm starting to think I must do without this or that, to be able to keep up. Yeah.
Do you feel that the government is doing enough to control these inflation prices?
I understand that this inflation is happening all over the world. It could be worse, I've seen other European nations go through much worse than what we have, but we are African, we are struggling as well in a very big way.
Thank you very much for your time. This is Theon Jacobs reporting live from BMH Newsroom. Over to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Theon. And now let's hear some other complaints from consumers about how the situation has plagued them.
Dropping in the petrol prices will give consumers a relief since everything else is going up. Food prices have risen to astronomical levels, and a lot of people have lost their jobs due to COVID, and they've also lost their jobs due to load shedding. So this will definitely bring a relief, a much needed relief to consumers.
And we know also the petrol reduction, the taxi fares, they will be reasonable. Everybody, they will afford, there will be affordability, there will be a relief. We thank you, we need it further because also it will stimulate our economy. Also, it will also help in the transport industry, at least people, the taxi.
And those were the thoughts and opinions by consumers about this situation. And as you have heard, there are some mixed feelings about it.
That is all for the time that we have today. Thank you for tuning in, and my name is Bontle Malawa.
And I am Portia Mulale, and you were watching the Top Daily News Network on Channel 500. Thank you very much, and see you next week.
Why the smile?
Why the smile? I'm smiling at viewers. What must